Today's topic is critical incident scenes. Best practices for employees who witness or even hear about something like an officer-involved shooting, an in-custody death, or that one of their coworkers may face an internal or criminal investigation. I'm Steve Cerbalic, and I'm a panel attorney with ASCOPS in Arizona. As always, this is a topic summary and not legal advice, and all of today's issues are fact or circumstance specific, so here it goes. In previous videos, I've covered critical incidents, what officers can expect if they're involved in a shooting or an in-custody death. The link to the video is up above, but the general concept is that officers involved in an incident like that are technically the subject of or the suspect in a criminal investigation. Involved officers have constitutional rights, and they should make sure that they know and understand their rights. That said, although it's possible that you will end up being involved in a shooting or an in-custody death, it's actually more likely that you will be on scene for one of these incidents, even if you aren't directly involved. So today's video will focus on what can you do if you're on scene for a critical incident? What should you keep in mind to best protect due process and your coworker? First, like the involved officer, your primary concern is scene safety and collecting public safety information. Gather information that will allow resources to be directed to the correct area, like suspect descriptions and directions of travel, and if anyone is hurt, make sure that they get medical attention right away. Next, find out the very basic information about what happened, but stay with just the basics. For this part, I'm saying get the number of shooting officers, the names of key witnesses, and that's about it. Avoid the temptation to ask what happened beyond that. You don't want to be viewed as involved or get a statement that could contradict the eventual articulation of the involved officer. Which brings me to the third point. Make sure the involved individuals stop talking. Critical incidents are stressful, and people respond differently to stress. Sometimes they say things that prove to be unhelpful or even inaccurate as part of a stress response initially. So if you see an individual that's involved continuing to talk about what happened after the public safety information has been relayed, encourage them to stop. Next, get them help. Stressed out involved officers may not be thinking clearly. Instead of calling a representative, they may be calling family members or friends. It's great to have support like that, but it's more important at that time to get expert help on the way. So take the time to ask the involved employee if they have a representative on the way. Even if the involved person thinks they don't need representation, we highly recommend that they talk to a lawyer if they're involved in a critical incident or a criminal investigation. Statements made in these investigations can, and often do, impact not only criminal charging considerations, but internal and state certifications as well. So even good incidents that don't result in criminal charges could create civil or internal problems later, which is why we strongly believe that officers should not craft their articulation alone. Lawyers like me and organizations like ASCOPS can help assess the situation and can help the circumstance be clearly articulated, but only if we know that something occurred. The bottom line is, if you are not directly involved in an incident, you may be thinking more clearly than the involved individual, and you may be their best chance for getting good representation, which could prove critical in the long run. Lawyers like me and organizations like ASCOPS are here to help, so feel free to ask. Don't go at it alone. If you have questions about critical incidents, please feel free to contact us or leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more law enforcement lessons. Videos are published every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve Cerbalic. Stay safe out there.